This video series will help you be an effective communicator using UTO Slack's workspace. In this presentation, we're going to show you how to get started, how to gain access to both Slack, and how to request access for student workers, some BKMs that are out there, a quick tour of the interface, and then how to get more help. In order to communicate with other people in UTO, you need to use UTO's Slack workspace, which is asuuto.slack.com. UTO staff are added to the workspace automatically when they're hired. You can access this workspace from any web browser by going to http://asuuto.slack.com and log in with your ASU Right credentials. We recommend that you download the Slack application to your desktop and to your phone. But let's go take a look at the instructions for how to download that application. We're going to do that by going to a knowledge article that we'll get to from My ASU. To get to these helpful web articles, go to My ASU, click on the service menu, and type Slack into the field. This will do a search of knowledge articles as well as catalog items. Two of the articles you should read on your own time is Tips and Tricks and Best Practices. We're going to hop into the Tips and Tricks article so we can look at how to install Slack. Before we move on, take a quick gander at all the different tips and tricks that are in this article. If you read better than you watch videos, this is a great place for you to spend a few minutes getting up to speed on Slack. But we're going to go to downloading the Slack application. As you can tell, you go to asuutoslack.com and log in. At the bottom of the window, if you haven't already, it'll say download the Slack app. Once you do that, it'll ask you for which version you want. You'll be taken to the Slack start screen where you'll type in ASUUTO into the blank field because slack.com is already done for you. Sign in with single sign-on and you'll be off and running. We ask you to repeat this process for your computer as well as your phone. That way you'll have the Slack application on every device that you need to communicate with people in UTO. Note that student workers are not automatically added to the workspace. You have to request that if you want your student workers to be part of the UTO Slack workspace experience. So, to do that, the right catalog item is found by searching for Edna in the search field. To do this, click on the Service menu, click on Service Catalog, type in Edna, and click on the magnifying glass. You'll notice that we have knowledge base and service catalog items, so we'll click on the catalog, and then this is the item that you want. Computer account request, add Edna services or secondary Edna ID to existing account. In there, you'll say that you would like to have a Slack account to the UTO workspace for your student worker and include their ASU Right, and they will get you set up. Then you can point your student workers to those helpful knowledge articles about how to use Slack. Okay, let's bring the focus back to Slack. This is the Slack interface. This is the installed program as shown to you from a PC. Let's show you the interface. On the left-hand side is a list of channels and direct messages. Channels are simply groups of messages that are collected together around an idea or a group. You're able to create your own channel by clicking on the little plus sign here and following the directions. Direct messages is when you want to talk to one or more people directly, and that's listed down below. To start a new direct message, all you do is click on Direct Messages, and then start to type in the name of the person that you want to talk to. As you start to type, a list of people within the workspace will come up, and you can pick whoever you want, and then click Go. Notice that you can add up to 7 more people, or 8 in all, to a direct message. Once you click Go, then you can type messages in and have a one-on-one conversation as you go. Notice that when new messages come into a channel, it will turn bold so you can quickly see which channels have active information. Also at the very top, if you're wanting to look at just all of the unread messages together, Slack will collect those for you. After you use Slack for a little while, Slack will even highlight the ones that they think are most essential to you based on your use of Slack and which channels you've worked the most. So, where can you get help? One place to look for great tips and tricks is to keep track of the UTO announcements channel. And if you'd like to know how to do something in Slack, you can always come down and start a direct message with the Slack bot. And this is Slack's very own little robot that will help you with anything that you want. All you have to do is type in what you're trying to do in Slack, and the Slack bot will help you. So let's say a reminder. I'll type that in. And you'll see that Slackbot puts up a message that tells me what a reminder is, gives me steps, link to step-by-step instructions, and tells me how to go about doing things. Okay, we have 5 or 6 other videos in the series. If you like learning about how to use Slack using videos, go back to where you found this one, and the others will be there listed right below. Otherwise, if you'd rather read about it, go to our knowledge base articles or just ask the Slack. We hope that you'll be an amazing UTO Slacker in the near future.